2017 was a fantastic year for equity investors. The price of pretty much all equities rose. Global equity markets were up about 20%. In the first half of 2018, it's been a very different story. Investors have become much more cautious. The global equity market has fallen somewhat. And what seems to be happening is that investors are more nervous about the prospect of higher US interest rates and about the reality of protectionism, rising tariffs. Now, the US equity market has actually risen. It's returned around about 6% in the first half of 2018. Pretty much all of those gains have been generated by outsized increases in technology stocks, particularly the likes of Amazon, Netflix, and Alphabet. So if you strip out the tech stocks, even the US market will be pretty much flat. What's particularly interesting is that emerging market equities and, for instance, German equities have suffered more from fears of protectionism and higher US interest rates than US equities. And I think that reflects the dependence of economies like Germany and China on exports. It also reflects the fact that emerging markets have, in the last 10 years, benefited from huge inflows of capital in search of higher returns. Now, as US interest rates rise, that capital is starting to leave emerging markets. That's putting downward pressure on emerging market currencies and equities. So the big story for 2018 so far has been a move towards greater caution on the part of investors. Certainly no bear market in equities, but markets generally been moving sideways to down. And clearly this does reflect the fact that the environment is rather more challenging, and investors are having to cope with the twin challenges of tighter US monetary policy and quantitative easing. And by the way, both of those factors also create headwinds for global GDP growth.